coming up to me, unexpectedly, I might add, to confront me about making sure that I mind what I say about his son.
Let me cook on this before it's too late, all right? Um, so Stephen A got at LeBron got at Stephen A in LA with the Knicks game, right? So Stephen A elaborated what it was on, what it was about on ESPN, and he said it was about some comments he made about his son, right? Let's rewind it a little bit back, right? I remember Mace last year did a show. I think he said he was at a restaurant or something, and his security notified him that Savannah James was really giving him a nasty look, right? And Cameron was like, "You can't just be talking about people, kids like that." And Mace basically apologized. Look here, man. Look here. If y'all don't see parenting is at an all-time low, you sit here in a social media era, you put your son in a position to be in the NBA that he didn't deserve, right? We all can agree with that. He didn't deserve to be in the NBA. I don't have no issue with nepotism. So when people start criticizing your son, you know what I'm saying? Because he don't belong there and he ain't good enough to play, how are you fucking mad? How are you mad? How are you mad for people? And it's not malicious. This stuff is like, I really don't want to say this because because it's somebody kid, but no. This like Kobe, me and Kobe was talking about this. This continues to feed into the narrative that I don't care, my hair all wild. This continues to feed into the narrative that Bronny James is benefiting from nepotism. He got a silver spoon in his mouth. He hasn't earned anything. That's what it continues to feed into. They coddling him. They coddling him from the world. Oh, he don't want to play in the G League All-Star game, or he don't want to travel with the G League. He's not going to play G League away games. Like I don't have an issue with nepotism. But when you open the world up to and you say, well, here go the key. You can't protect your kids from everything, especially a man. A man. And we wonder why, kids don't know how to change oils or change tires no more. And a lot of people blame the women, right? A lot of people blame the women. I was watching this show called Extract, and I just want to use this I was watching this show called Extract. I don't know what it came on. I was watching on Hulu. So they had basically the show is these different families, right? They had these different families, and one person in the family, they drop them off in the wilderness, and they got to survive. Now, apparently none of these people have survival training. So they play these games, or somehow I haven't watched too much of it, but somehow they put together, they can send them a survival package. So I don't know the order they pick. So they have to go in there and find water, supplies, and then they can send them a supply package. So this particular black family, they sent the 18-year-old there, the mama and the daddy, right? The daddy played the NFL. They said they have a great co-parenting relationship. I think he was a quarterback. I don't remember who he was. And the son was begging to get out of there, right? He had fire. He had everything. They sent him the best care package. And he was mad because he couldn't fish for whatever reason. So he crying to get out. He telling him on camera, "Get me out of here, get me out of here, get me out of here. Y'all better get me the fuck up out of here." He's cussing at his parents. And the mother was like, "No, we're not extracting him out of there because we gave him everything he needs to succeed." The father sat there and extract. He's the first person extracted. There was a particular woman who was sleeping on a rock who didn't know how to build shelter. She slept on a rock and she lasted longer than this dude. And the father went out there and got him out of there. These fathers are more sympathetic than the fathers from previous generations, and you seeing why. It's not all about the mothers. There's a lot of dudes who got fathers there that act like bitches. And that's just flat out. And that's no disrespect to nobody. That's just what it is. So, and it's because of the father, not because of the mother. So a lot of these women harder on the men than the men are. I mean, I had some people I knew. I was just keeping it anonymous, and the mama was the daddy. She would punch these niggas in the chest, all types of shit. The mama was the daddy. The mama was the daddy. I didn't know they had a daddy. Like, I'm just joking, but yeah, the mama she was the disciplinarian. She ran the household. Crazy shit. Crazy shit. But you get mad. It ain't like he said nothing malicious about your son. You know? But you mad. You mad. So they not supposed to say nothing. They supposed to lie and just speak so highly of your son. Oh, he's great. Averaging 1.5 points a game. No, your son got to deal with it. He got to deal with it. But you know why LeBron don't want to let his son deal with it? Because his son didn't want to do this. You could tell this ain't his son's passion. This is his father's passion. He's selfish. And that's cool. I mean, shit, we all got our traits. Selfish can be a good thing. So most people look at it as a bad thing. He care about his legacy. He's very narcissistic. That's what he is. He's a fucking narcissist. And when you that great, you're going to be arrogant. You're going to be a narcissist. Most people wouldn't even be able to make it as long as LeBron. Most people would implode. Let's keep it real. So I don't have an issue with that, but you're getting mad. Your son has to deal with real life. You cannot shield your son from real fucking life. He has to deal with it. Allow him to figure out what it means to struggle for once. Allow him to sit here and stand on business. And you could, and I'll tell you, the way black people do stuff, y'all talking about niggas is niggas. Niggas with cash, niggas without cash, niggas in poverty, niggas in Beverly Hills. It doesn't matter. Niggas are niggas. And I agree with him. Call me. You got my number. You know, we don't get along, but we cordial. And you probably don't like Stephen A because he like LeBron. I mean, he like Michael. But it's sitting here calling me and us talking to each other and telling me behind the scenes, you pull up to me on person because he's a fucking narcissist. He want to make everything about him. Everything a scene. Like I said, man, this is why you can't be civil with niggas. Either you avoid them or you gotta be ignorant. Not ignorant. You gotta be ignorant. So you couldn't pull him in the tunnel like, hey, yo, let's go out to dinner or after the game, meet me here. I just want to rap with you real quick. No, you pulled up until make a scene. To embarrass that man. But like my nigga Latique said, he still ain't said nothing to Shell Sonic. You still ain't pulled up on Shell Sonic. You ain't never pulled up on Skip Bayless like that. There's a number of things that Skip Bayless said out of line. You ain't never pulled up on Skip Bayless like that. When it came to Skip Bayless calling Chris Bosh by Spice to his face, nigga ain't do shit. That's why I respect Jim Everett. He told Jim Rohn, call me Chris Everett one more time. And he kept calling Chris Everett, nigga put hands on him. Jim Everett put hands, foot, toes, and elbows on Jim Rohn. I'm telling y'all, man, no matter the hierarchy of Negro, we always gonna have more vitriol for each other. And I tell y'all, if black men don't support black men, nobody else will. I continue to say it. If black men don't support black men, if we don't be civil with each other, it's a wrap. It's literally every man for himself, Royal Rumble. That's what it is. If we not gonna galvanize, if we not gonna be civil amongst each other, don't nobody else got our back. That was a bad look last night from the aesthetics of it. That's why I ain't talk about it right away. I want to see what Stephen A was gonna say. LeBron a bitch ass nigga, and I don't like that man. Don't know him from afar. I don't like him. That made me not like him no more. A lot more. I don't care for Stephen A. Smith neither. Right? But they could have handled that he could have handled that a different way. He's a sucker for that. Let your son learn to crawl for once. Stop holding his fucking hand. Let him be a man. Let him deal with it. But you know why he don't want to let him deal with it? Because he forcing that kid out there. That kid don't want to be out there. That kid probably want to be a regular kid. He don't want to hoop. He don't even hoop. He don't even play with the passion. He don't even carry himself. He don't even carry himself like he want to be out there. So it's all about LeBron's legacy. He could have handled that a different way, but niggas gonna be niggas. With cash, without cash, on 7 Mile, on Martin Luther King Boulevard, from Decatur, from Watts, from Queens, you know, from the west side of Charlotte, don't matter. Niggas, west side, the south side of Chicago, niggas gonna be niggas, man. And it's unfortunately you gotta ball your fist up or grab your weapon when you see another black man. It's unfortunate. That was very distasteful, very unprofessional, in my opinion. You know, they going around getting mad because you put your son. So ain't nobody supposed to say nothing about your son. We just supposed to be quiet. You pulled up on this black man, but you don't have a history of pulling up on your white adversaries. I rest my case, man. Check out the NBA Talk playlist. Check out the Real 101 playlist. Hit the link tree. Find me on X, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. Join the Patreon. That's inside the link tree. All that's inside the link tree. Peace.